Hey everybody, one more time. I just wanted to make a second video today because something amazing just happened where I found out that I am actually going to a place that I've been calling forth that I wanted to go, but I didn't know the how. And the funny part about it is that I know right now, honestly, I could just, when I sat in the truck, I just got in my truck just now, and I just want to weep. It's like I don't even know how, and like I don't want to get stuck in the how. But I don't know how God or the universe, whatever you call it. And I know that the thing that is the source of all creation does not care what we call it. That's what people are all caring. They're caring whether or not you call it Christ, or you call it Jesus, or you call it God, or you call it Buddha, or you call it Muhammad, or whatever are the different names what people call the thing that is the source of our being, the thing that is the source of who created us and who creates in our lives constantly. So I just want to tell you that so like I said, this is Discover the I Am Within. And when you apply the practice of knowing that if you want a thing, what you get to do to bring it forth in your life into 3D, into manifestation from the idea of wanting it, you have to imagine yourself as though you already had it. So this morning, I'm going to try to make it brief, but I just want to make a little story real quick. Is that, all right, so I knew that I had been using these principles before, and for this exact same thing, the POT, Panorama of Truth, for my church, I had this work 2 times already. When I went to Jamaica 2 or 3 years ago, and then when I went to Chicago. But I won't tell that whole story right now because I need to go. But I want to go. It's coming up on Wednesday. Today is Sunday, and I know I could drive because it's not that far as in a couple states near here. But I didn't have a hotel, and how amazing it is that I knew that if I imagined myself there and kept writing it down, that I always call it God was going to make a way for it to happen. That it would happen, and I kept staying in the faith and the trust.
Have a good week, darling.
Thank you. You too. Love you too.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
See you soon.
All right. See you soon.
PLT?
Yep.
I see you.
All right.
Wednesday.
I'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah. See you there.
All right. See you there. So it's totally exciting that yes, I am going, and how that knowing that I was going to go. And but not knowing how it was going to happen, because I didn't have a roommate. People were like calling me and talking, did you ask so-and-so, did you ask so-and-so? And I didn't ask. I just knew, and I had the firm conviction, the feeling, and I kept saying it every day that I was going. So yesterday, I will say, yesterday was Saturday, that I could see part of myself starting to wane a little bit and say, well, if I was like, well, if I don't, find out a way to go, and I'm talking about this is Sunday, and I need to be there on Wednesday. So I was like, and it's Saturday, and I was like, oh, if I don't go, then, it'll just be okay. And I was like, no, don't let yourself stray over in unfaithful thoughts, doubting thoughts. Like I knew that as soon as I would let myself have a possibility that I wouldn't go, that possibility would take root, and I didn't want that to happen. I already knew that I wanted to go. I knew, and so I pushed myself back from those thoughts into that that particular state of consciousness where there was some doubt up there, over into where I confidently, last night before I went to bed, I confidently imagined myself in New Jersey, at the hotel, in the POT. I started, anchoring myself in that experience, in my heart, in my feelings. And then today, when I was here at church, I came over late so that I could take care of some business. And I have a banner that I need to take. And so everything just worked like a miracle. I can't even explain it. I'm probably leaving part of it out. But when I went, so after church was over, I needed to find out who was going to actually take the banner, because I have the stand for the banner, but I didn't have the banner. And I knew that somebody else was planning to take the banner, and I'm the one who was like tasked with getting the stand part. So I went yesterday and I bought like some strips where we can go fasten onto the banner. And anyway, I was taking care of that part. But when I walked back, so they had a reception today for the young people here at our church, and they had food. And so I walked in there to, I don't know what for, really. It's almost like, it's weird, but it's a mystical thing. It's not really magic. It's like, this is how creation works. This is how life unfolds. Because everything is in place, like moving forward towards what I already knew was possible, knew I wanted, what I had planted that said I was going to go to POT, go to this event on Wednesday. So when I went in, a lady walked up to me and said, "Hey, I'm going to be taking the banner." And I was like, good, that's who I was looking for. And then she said something like, "What day are you going?" And I was like, well, I don't know. And I was starting to say that stuff. And she said, I said, well, she said, "We're going Tuesday." And she said, I said, okay. And then I said, well, and then I kind of jokingly said, "Well, can I stay in your room on Tuesday?" And she was like, "Yes." And I was like, "What?" So I said, "You're a roommate? You have a roommate?" And she was like, "Yeah. But I'm just going to say yes. I'll check in with my roommate." And I said, because I said, "Did you have to ask your roommate first?" And then she says, "But no matter what, God's saying yes." And so it's a yes. And I was like, wow. And it was like my problem was solved. Like, I'm staying with them. So I checked in with them again. I went back to get my stuff so I could gather it up. And I came back in and I had the banner because I needed to measure the banner and the things that I bought to attach to the banner. And I said, "Where do you want me to put this?" And she says, "Well, just put it right here." And I said, and then her roommate was actually there. And I asked the roommate, she asked the roommate, and they were like, "Yes, it's fine." And then, so now I have the place to stay. So it's I have so many stories, testimonies of how this works. If you don't think it works, if you try it, then you will prove to yourself that imagining yourself, these are principles that I learned essentially from Neville Goddard, but everybody talks about it. Everybody who already knows that you imagine in your mind the thing you want to happen, and then you pay attention, and then you feel it as though it's happening, and then some kind of way things work out that they do happen, and it's not a coincidence because it happens too many times. I can't just lay back and go, oh, if it hadn't been happening for years since I've been practicing this truth, then I might say, well, wow, but no, because I know I consciously did what I did. Like I told you last night, I had seen myself earlier in the night saying, well, maybe not. And then I said, no, don't go there. Just like, no, 100%, stay in 100% faith. And I imagine myself being there. So anyway, I'm just going to close the video because I know I got to get going. And here's another testimony and just some value to you to discover the I am within you to improve your life. And if you like this video, like and subscribe, get in touch with me. I've got lots of things coming down the pike. I've got some like a free book, a booklet actually, and more videos, and just to help you in your life. Anything I can do to help people, to help you to get rid of whatever it is that's in your way of you having the best life that you were born to have, that's what I'm here for. All right, peace out.